The music is off and the knife round is on. Mini-C is already down, and so is the rest of 2 players at least. Not keeping track of the frags too fast it is, and mouz win the all-important knife round on terrorist on train. So they can start on the easier CT side, and DobryGaming aka MyM will start on the terrorist side. Just give you a quick roster rundown, as Jay would say. mouz being represented by Legia, Nuki, Speedy, Tapson and Chris J. MyM aka DobryGaming is represented by Lord, Innocent, Hyper, Mini-C and Mishu. Obviously Lord being an ex-Golden 5 member, one of the most successful squads of all time. And he's not that successful anymore with that lineup, but I think he uses his expertise to form new players, to get new players to the top, you know, use his name to expose new players and new talents to the top of the scene. Even though Hyper Innocent, Mini-C are already well known, and I'm not sure about Mishu, but the terrorists will make their advance to the A bomb site, where they have a 3-man stack down in the trains. But Mishu gets one back. It's a 1-for-1. It's a 1-for-2 trade in favor of the terrorists. Speedy, Tapson and Chris J still on the verge of rotating now. Speedy caught in between the terrorists. The bomb is moving, actually. The bomb is moving towards B. And the CTs are left scratching their heads. Speedy takes out Mishu. Innocent though comes back with 1. It's a 2v3 still in favor of the terrorist squad. Speedy now takes point, goes down to Lord, and it's Chris J left alone against 3 terrorists, and he gets himself the first headshot onto Lord. He knows now where the other terrorist is, but he can't catch him in time. He gets around the corner, and Chris J loses a lot of time. That was all that Innocent was hoping for, and now Hyper just plays around peek and hide, hide and peek, hide and seek, and Chris J runs away. Hyper goes down to the bomb, and DobryGaming collect the first win on this match, 1-0 to start off on the terrorist side. Very good for the Polish squad. And mouz with a Deagle CZ 75 falls by in the second round against Galils and AKs, so the Polish squad happy to have purchased the heavier weapons. But wow, mouz firing away with their kind of strong pistols, taking out Lord and Hyper already. Now Chris J with the Deagle, not connecting anyone. But wow, mouz really strong in the main yard defense. It's up against 3 CTs. Chris J goes down. Tapson is still there. Legia is there as well. And they are all low on HP. Tapson goes down. Turning his back towards Mini-C is never a good idea if he's got an AK in hands. And Legia and Mini-C. Mini-C on the ace as well. It's the only terrorist to have picked up a frag in the round. Legia is now on the A bomb site. He's waiting for Mini-C to make his move, but Mini-C is actually going to the B bomb site and plant there. So both players go for the unexpected, and it will be Mini-C come out on top if Legia is not doing anything completely out of the world. And he's probably just collecting stuff for the next round to be saved. He's got himself 2 flashes and an AK. And a Deagle, of course, that he has bought on his own. And a nice echo round by mouz, in fact. But still, MyM is rewarded with the round win.
Terrorists win.
A few bullets of Chris J would have made the all-important difference. But he hadn't got that much luck in this round. So Mini-C stays alive. And mouz with a great echo bash. Or echo round, I should say. MyM was the one to bash the echo, but they really didn't bash anything at all in this round. So Legia with the AK, let's see where he's at. He's on A. accompanied by 3 of his squad members, while MyM is slowly making a very standard setup. Oh, Lygia just missing an all-important first frag onto Minic, who has an AWP in hand as well, so it would be a very expensive frag for the terrorists. But Tabson again with the first frag of a CSAT 75. Maybe mouz should just stick to the smaller weapons and go all out with them. Minic down, michou gets a refrag onto Lygia, but Tabson already in the team main area, T-spawn alley, gets himself the second of the round, and Speedy with nice ambush play onto Innocent puts himself up one as well. But Lord now just ferociously pushing through the B-bomb side, taking out Speedy from behind. He's fed up with all this fussing around. The CT's really playing strong at the moment. Tabson and Chris J still alive against 2 terrorists. Lord puts down Tabson to 23 HP. He really needs to watch out. Chris J is trying to support him and does it. Gets the attention away from Tabson, so Tabson could finish off Hyper, but now it's a 1v1. Oh, Tabson already on the defuse, and Lord just collects the round 3-0, but that was really close on the defuse. 3-0 in favor of the terrorists, but very close save rounds that were going down to a 1v1 in each of those echo rounds. It's not looking good for the terrorists so far. And now the CTs have bought everything they can. Chris J doesn't have an armor, but he's got an AWP in hand. And they're putting him onto Ivy, but there's nobody showing up anytime soon, so he re-rotates towards the CT alley. Get himself another angle and let Lygia take over Ivy. The terrorists are just working on the map, trying to get some nice positioning and maybe spy out one CT to get an opening frag. And Minic is doing great in that. Nuki exposes himself to the AWP shot and goes down. Minic down to 29 HP though. But his counterpart, Chris J, is down to 32 as well. Not that big of a deal. It's a 4v5 in favor of the terrorists. And they are looking to make their move onto the A-bomb side. But mouz trying to get information. Tabson gets the bomb as well. It's dropped in right in front of him. So the CTs know where the bomb is. michou though pushes through into CT alley. Gets himself the frag onto Chris J, who wasn't expecting him at all. Now it's only a 2v4. In favor of the terrorists. Lygia gets rid of Innocent but gets pushed by michou. Great play by the player, getting himself 2 amazingly worthy frags. And now it's only Speedy left alive in the weapon round. So actually the weapon round was going better for the terrorists of the Polish squad than the echo rounds. And mouz should wonder, what did we do wrong? We had more firepower and we actually did worse. Kinda weird, but that's up for mouz to analyze after the game. The bomb will blow up in any second. The michou is already pushing up onto Speedy. Really needs to hurry up now, and he's firing away, and he gets the frag onto Speedy. So the AWP is out of the hands of the CTs. Nothing to play with for Chris J in this round. They are going for another pistol round, and maybe Minic. Yeah, okay. Well, I say Minic. Chris J already spotted 3 terrorists at the B-bomb site. While his teammate is pushing, Lygia is pushing from behind. He's running down the terrorist spawn alley. And Chris J's quick frag onto Innocent, surprising the terrorists once again. Lygia doesn't get the one shot onto michou. Unlucky stuff by him. But the terrorists are now running around in a fuss like chickens. They have really lost all their coordination. Nuki gets another frag onto Hyper. And it looks like the terrorists are trying to make a move, but they run into dead ends everywhere. Michoud and Minis finally get some control back into the Polish squad, but Chris J with the AK takes out the bomb carrier. Minis goes down. It's a 2v2. Lord still on full HP, but Michoud is down to low HP and goes down to Speedy as well. P250 play by the German player in a 1v1 situation. Lord, the all experienced old school Polish player of the G5, now trying to hide away in B alley, while Speedy is looking for the frag. And he's not fake defusing. Now he knows where Lord is and he's going for a cheeky defuse. Lord should spot him, but he gave away his position and almost goes down. Lord only surviving with 32 HP. Speedy did a great job of at least drawing him out and getting some damage dealt into him. And another awesome echo round by mouz. I think almost every frag on the mouz squad was in the save rounds. They are now up onto another buy round and they should pick up rounds anytime soon, because on the scoreboard it doesn't say you have almost won 3 echo rounds. It doesn't help you in the end. The outcome doesn't change, even if you have had a great performance and every round was going down to a 1v1. If you have lost 16-0, you can't help it anymore. So it's time for mouz to step up. And DobryGaming now steps up to the A bomb site. They go out, they get flashed, they have smoked everything else. And Hyper puts down the bomb already. Great play by MyM, not losing a single player before the bomb is dropped. Now mouz has to retake the bomb site against 5 players. And MyM has the opportunity to rotate 1 player into Ivy and maybe get a backstab going while mouz is retaking already. Oh, Nuki spraying away onto Hyper, not collecting the frag though, making it a 3v3 again. And now Michoud coming in from behind. He takes out one and he takes out a second one. Innocent took out Chris J in the meantime, and MyM with a quick play on the A bomb side took care of mouz in the end. 5v5 retake situation. Nothing to win there for the Germans. Great play though to rotate Michoud all the way back into Ivy to backstab the CTs. It really won them the round, otherwise it would have looked differently. And Legion now goes for some aggression and Ivy spots one, almost puts him down. Lord on 8 HP. And mouz now knows that there is nobody around at the A or at the oh my god, Chris J coming in with a 2k and a 3k off his max 7. Great play by the Netherlands player, and he goes on to take down Lord with the AK that he just picked up, and he's on an ace. Minis though shoots him down in the end, at least prevents the ace. It is a 3v4 though in favor of the CTs, and they know where Minis is. So Speedy is looking for the frag and he collects the AWP for his teammate as well. And Chris J woke the Germans up. There must have been Alliance Raw in the TS, in the TeamSpeak of the Germans. 6-1 now the scoreline, and they need to pick up every single round of that remaining 9 rounds in the half. Otherwise they will be out. Remaining 8 rounds, I should say. Otherwise they will lose this game, or probably lose that game. At least not a full buy by the terrorists, and maybe some room to breathe for the Germans of mouz Sports. If they want to be the pride of the German CS scene, they really need to step it up a little bit in the future. Even though they have won against NAP yesterday and had a really close game against Titan, 16-12 on Dust 2. I think they are too inconsistent at the moment, and they are switching players too often to have that consistency that you just need to reach the top. Now MyM with a nice kind of forced by strategy, go down for the Innocent. What was he doing? He was shooting all around, getting 2 frags now, and it is a 1v3. Speedy already seen by Lord, and Lord just missed an easy shot there onto Speedy. Now kind of flashed himself as well, and the terrorists don't know where Speedy is at. Still wondering now. Lord knows where he's at, and he really wants to frag, and he gets it in the end. 8 HP was really close. The round was basically over anyway, but Lord was probably angry that he didn't shoot Speedy down right away. And as I wanted to say before, mouse sports need to be more dominant in the international scene, in my opinion. It would be nice to have them there, you know. I mean, they show up and they qualify, but then that's all they could do. It would be nice if a German squad would reach the top 4 once or something like that, while we see Menis taking care of Tapson already, and another pistol round. This time it doesn't go as well as the rounds before. It is a 1v4 already, and as I say that, Menis takes out Nuki to finish off the round, and DobryGaming, aka MyM, proving to be very strong on the train. 8-1 already the scoreline. I have to see if that match was on Nuke as well. No, they won on Inferno, so can't really compare those 2 maps and the 2 scorelines. But I really thought that mouz will take it away on the CT side. It is obviously the better side to start on. Maybe they thought the same and they were taking this game a little too light, too easy. Chris J should have seen someone over there, but he's rotating back. He's not giving away his own position, just calling out for the teammates. It is a 4v4 now, thanks to Nuki's shoot onto Hyper, and Chris J fails to take out Mishu. And now the CTs are left in between the terrorists again. Tapson and Speedy still standing for the Germans. Speedy makes it a 2v3, makes it a 2v2. Speedy really showing up now. Tapson needs to take out one as well, and he takes out Lord. Now it's up onto Innocent against 2 Germans. The Polish player surrounded already, down to 2 HP. Tapson is onto his right side, and he knows that Innocent is over there. Tapson checks out everything while Speedy is the guy to potentially collect a refrag. Tapson just quickly clicks out Innocent, and mousesports finally with a 2nd round. And they, as I said before, they need to pick up the last 5 rounds, otherwise it would be very awkward for them. And you can see Mishu with 14 frags already. He's the backstabber, and he's doing a great job for MyM at the moment. Another first frag by him onto Chris J. One important player taking out the other important player. Always great to see those kind of setups and battles in between the battles. Now Tapson got spied by Innocent, and he should have pre-fired in my opinion. Innocent though gets the better of him. Obviously being up on top of that ladder is better than being down on it. And Mishu gets another nice frag onto Legia. Legia should have taken him out. And a 4v2 evolves. Nuki close to Hyper. He saw him, but now gives away his position. And Hyper with a pre-fire puts a bullet in Nuki's head, takes him out. And once again it is Speedy against 3 Polish players. And he takes out Menis. Still needs to run away from the bomb already. Innocent is there to close the door on that and takes him out. 9-2. mouz just not getting those rounds together. No graphs available for us, unlucky that. Yeah, you probably have heard of Lord. And yeah, well, mouse sports with a force buy or whatever you would call it. There was a scout somewhere. And MyM not having any problems with that anymore. They kinda got their momentum swinging and now they are very confident even in taking out those echo rounds when they had a real struggle before at the beginning of the match. Now it's not posing a threat anymore. But maybe this FAMAS M4A1 mix buy will pose a threat to the Polish squad. They go for their initial setup again. Everybody's spread out everywhere, kind of scouting and trying to prevent the CTs from pushing a certain angle. And of course, if the CTs hear the terrorists everywhere, they can't close out where they are actually going. And it looks like Innocent will drop into Pop Dog, not followed by anyone, because he's joining his teammates in the B advance, slowly getting the bomb towards B, and nobody is taking care of the ladder at the moment. It would be a perfect timing for Mousebots to push in from Pop Dog and get a backstab going. Now michou is there with a great timing to backstab the backstabber. What could you expect of your backstab player? Really great stuff by him. michou takes out another one and the bomb site is covered at the same fashion. Oh, suddenly Speedy shows up again and has a 3k. Lydia supports him nicely. It looks like Speedy is the guy that gets the spirit back into his teammates' heads, and now he takes out his 4th kill of the round. Even though I was about to say this round is almost over, the B bomb site is captured and michou has taken out 2 guys at A. Speedy showed up and punished me for my negativeness. 3-10 now the scoreline, and look at Speedy's score. He's got 15 frags, more than most of the players of MyM. Tapson with 10, 8 for Chris J, and Nuki only got 2 frags. So he needs to step up a little bit, or a great deal, to be fair. Hyper though with a nice push through the smoke, gets himself 2. Lydia now in turn takes out 2 as well with nice headshots. 2v2 now evolving. And michou with a pistol backstabs Lydia once more and gets the advantage back into the terrorist's favor. But Speedy is still alive. You can never count out mouz if Speedy is alive. And he gets himself the headshot onto michou. Now proceeds in pushing into the bomb site. Oh, turns to the left but survives that thanks to ducking into that kind of slope that he was in there, and puts down Hyper to 23 HP. Now pushes out with his pistol, but he was too nervous. I think Hyper took him out in the end. 6 HP remaining though. And he really got scared by that. Speedy almost clutching away another round onto MyM. But this time it wasn't quite working out. The last few seconds made Speedy lose it in the end. And it looks like a devastating halftime score. 11 rounds on the terrorist side already. So it doesn't matter anymore. If Mousesports wins this round, it still is a 4-11 scoreline. And it would be the other way round, and even then it might have been considered a good round for the terrorists. So imagine that you try to get 4 rounds, or maybe 5, maybe 6 even, yeah, try to get 6 rounds on the terrorist side, and you suddenly end up with 11. So once again Speedy with a nice flash and P250 combination, gets killed though by Lord. Innocent takes out Chris J, and we have a weird lag. Okay, everything's back again, and it is a 2v3 in favor of the Polish squad of MyM, aka DobryGaming. Lydia down to 3 HP, Nuki on 100, but Nuki only has a CZ 75 in hand. And a pathetic 3 kills on the board. Minis takes out Legia, who was the only hope of mouz getting back into this round. Now Nuki pushes with a CZ 75 out, gives away his position, and Minis just puts one bullet where it needs to go, and DobryGaming with a 12-3. 12-3 is very devastating, and somehow Hyper managed to stay on top of Mishu if you're looking at the score, even though he almost has half the kills of the carrying backstabber. Mishu really playing great in this setup so far. On the other side we have Nuki with 3 frags on the CT side of Train. Not sure what's happening to him at the moment. And Chris J is not really on the server as well with 8 frags only. You kinda expect Chris J to carry mouse spots at least a little bit. And the Germans need the pistol round to stay in the game. And then they need a whole lot of other rounds that they... Can you read that? Somebody threw a drink on his mouse pad and needed to bite everything. But yeah, mousebots needs to win the pistol round and basically everything else. No room for error anymore for the Germans. Mishu already gets fired at and gets a frag onto Christy, who was trying to move as smoothly as he could. Still got killed, and mouz is looking bad. They make it a 3v2 in the end, but the Ivy attack wasn't as successful as they wanted to be. Lord still on the bomb spot. Spies one on Ivy, now repositions himself and takes care of the other one. Great stuff by Lord here on the bomb side. 3v1. Legia is known where... Well, it's known where he is, and Minis just shows up from a different angle and puts him to the ground. DobryGaming win the pistol round, make it 13-3. So the worst possible for mouz, and it happened. It is Murphy's Law. Everything that could go wrong will go wrong. I really wonder how he made up that stuff. But Mishu firing away with his M4A1, not really hitting his shots though. Legia takes out Lord. Mishu though, now he's hitting his shots and gets 2 frags, then gets killed by Chris J, and it is a 2v3. Hyper though from Connector takes out Speedy, and as quick as that, it is a 1v3. Minis and Innocent though very low on HP. Nuki in turn on 11 as well. And where is Nuki hiding? He's trying to make his way to the bomb, but he's very likely to be seen as soon as he leaves that place. And he didn't even pick up the bomb, he's just sneaking past it. He's still got 35 seconds on the clock, and he tried to get himself a weapon. That's all he was trying to do. And he's now trying to save that. Maybe mouz went out to drink really much after they won against NAP, and that's why they underperform now. Theories. So Nuki saves the FAMAS, and Dobry make it 14-3 on the easier side already. So the force buy comes out of mouz. Obvious choice to make. MyM probably thinks of the possibility of countering an a save round or a force buy as well. The frag exchange not happening in favor of mouz. In fact, Nuki is once again the last man standing, and now he's under fire already. michou just runs up to him and puts him down with a second of the round. michou getting 2 Ks left and right. 18 rounds and he's got 27 frags on the board. An amazing play by him tonight. Maybe it's just michou that makes mouz lose, because he gets the all-important frags when it matters the most. He's saving his teammates' lives at the right moment. And he's pushing forward very aggressively, gets the bomb dropped in front of him as well, and now he calls in for the rotation to cover the bomb. He spotted another terrorist and puts him out as well. Only Hyper gets one in between, and now it's Speedy going down to Minis. michou with a 3k finishing the match and having his 30 bomb on the board in only 19 rounds and 30 frags for him.